We live in a world where everybody wants to do everything with none of their own money, none of their own credit, and none of their own credentials, specifically when it comes to real estate investing. Now, I'm a proponent of this. I encourage this, but I also know if you're going to do real estate investing, if you're going to do deals, whether it's residential real estate or commercial real estate or both, and you're not going to use your own money, you're not going to use your own credit, you're not going to use your own tax returns and bank statements or credentials, there are some things you have to have, point blank, period. Yes, it is possible to do deals with no money, but sometimes you're going to have money, even if it's not your money, you're going to have access to other people's money. Either way, these things that I'm about to share with you are critical. They're required if you're going to do deals with none of your own money, none of your own credit, or none of your own credentials. So the first thing you're going to need is competence. That's a big word, but basically what I'm saying is you got to get the game. You got to understand this type of real estate investing. This is not your traditional, conventional way of investing. This is non-traditional, traditional. This is very creative. And being competent means I got to know how to generate, I'm going to abbreviate it, generate leads. I got to get really good at that. I have to know how to find the deals. Okay. And this is not just looking at properties and thinking you found the deal. Finding deals is really tied to being really good at underwriting. So I got to know how to put the numbers together so they make sense. And I also have to know how to get these contracts signed, purchase and sales agreements. That's what I'm referring to. So that even if I don't close on this deal, I can push it to a seasoned investor who can close on this deal. So the first requirement is competence. So getting educated. They have a lot of masterminds today. They have a lot of courses and programs. I have them inside of my Millionaire Blueprint. I teach real estate investing, creative real estate investing, and I know a whole lot of people who do it. And guess what? We're in a social media world where you can find a lot of this information online. But if you want specialized competence and knowledge, you're probably going to have to join courses, masterminds, mentorships, and programs to get a lot of the nuts and bolts that you probably don't get on the surface when it comes to social media. So again, competence is about knowing how to generate leads, knowing how to find deals, or in other words, being extremely good at underwriting deals so that when I do identify with a property that meets my investment criteria, I know how to do the math, do the analytics, run the comps, and look at the financial metrics of that property to determine how much money is in this deal. Can I fix it and flip it? Can I buy it and hold it? Can I wholesale it? Where is the money in the deal? And I've got to be good enough to get this deal under contract. That's the most important thing. And guess what? This is all tied to competence. So that's the first thing, okay? Secondly, here's what you're going to need. You're going to need credibility. This is the tough one. Most syndicators and crowdfunders and asset managers that you talk to, they will recommend that if you plan on raising money from other people, whether it's private money for single family residential deals, or whether it's syndication or crowdfund level money for commercial deals or larger multifamily deals, most asset managers and fund managers will recommend for you to start building credibility, building relationships, building rapport at minimum 1 to 3 years before you start your capital raise. So just think about all the people that you have a relationship with that may have some money. They may have retirement accounts. They may have savings accounts. They may have businesses that are doing well. They may have careers that are giving them a lot of money to save. Or they have capital available, but ain't nobody gonna give you no money if you don't have credibility. How do you establish credibility? Well, if you are a part of mentorships or programs and communities and masterminds with people that are doing deals, figure out how you can assist them in those deals, and don't expect for people to just give you access to deals just because you want to roll up your sleeve and give them sweat equity. No, figure out a way to bring money into a deal. Maybe you're just the middleman. Maybe you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, and just your referral. Or maybe you finding people and matching them with people who have deals so that you can at least start having credibility to become the guy or the gal that people know who knows somebody that knows deals. So even if I'm not doing the deals, as a matter of fact, I used to be this guy. When I first started my real estate career 21 years ago, my wife was a real estate agent. I was a handyman. I wasn't a contractor. I wasn't a real estate agent. I wasn't an investor. I had no credibility. The only credibility I had was that people knew I was a preacher, I was a man of God, and they knew I was good at what I did in terms of my handyman service. But my wife and I, we came together, and guess what we did? We elevated our competence, and we started establishing credibility. So people started referring us because they knew if someone needed to sell a house, buy a house, or invest in a house, that this couple would help them make that happen. So credibility is important, because think about it. If you're going to do deals and you ain't putting none of your money in it, you ain't using your credit, you ain't using your credentials, no tax returns or bank statements, you ain't showing nothing, and you plan on getting money from someone else who has it, or credit, or leveraging their relationships, you definitely need credibility. So I would tag along with people who have experience. I would find people to match them, deal finders who have deals that need money with people who don't have deals, and they want to find people that have deals so that they can give them their money. Be the matchmaker. Whatever the case is, establish credibility so that people can not just know you and like you, but that they can trust that you know what you're doing in this capacity. So credibility is number 2. Number 3, I'm going to go ahead and say confidence. Why? Because there was a time, well, a long time, that I had competence and I had credibility. But I'm going to be honest with you, I really didn't have the confidence to actually get out there and do deals. What gave me the confidence was getting around more people who were doing deals on a regular basis. And I was getting around people who were doing big deals. Like one of my favorite mentors, who I've been mentored by for quite some time now. This individual owns and controls, under management, billions of dollars of real estate. See, this is all multifamily real estate for the most part, almost all. And they raise billions of dollars, right? So being around people like that made my single family deal potential look so insignificantly small. But what did it do? It raised my confidence. Of course, it raised my competence. Of course, it raised my credibility, because I'm around people who are doing bigger things and building different relationships. But it raised my confidence. It gave me more confidence to get out here and to do deals, because for a long time, I used my competence and my credibility to help other people do deals. I made a lot of people a lot of money. But at one point, I got to a place to where I was like, I want to do deals myself. I want to be the end buyer. I want to sit at a certain seat at that table. And guess what it required? It required confidence. So again, if you want to do real estate as an investor with none of your own money, none of your own credit, none of your own credentials, people do it every day. I've done it. Even if I don't have to do it, I still like to do it, because I want to give people who have more money and more credit and more credentials, I want to give them that win. I want to give them that experience so that they know I'm the guy for them to do business with. But nevertheless, it's possible, but you got to get your competence up, your credibility up, and your confidence up. If you need more information, maybe you're looking for a community to be a part of, we have an amazing faith-based community inside of our Millionaire Blueprint. It's training, it's coaching, and it's a community of people that you can connect with that can help you get these 3 locked and loaded and take your business and your investing to the next level. So click the link in the description. Reach out to us if you have any questions or if there's anything that we can do. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube page, and I'll see you in the next video.